Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle that you know isn't serving you, that breaking free seems impossible? Today, we're talking about something millions struggle with in silence: porn addiction and how to truly detox from it. If you've ever felt that uncomfortable mix of shame and frustration after promising yourself this was the last time, then stay tuned, because we're about to explore recovery approaches that actually work, backed by research and real-life experience. What makes overcoming porn addiction particularly challenging is that, unlike substances, digital content is everywhere, accessible within seconds, and often free. The neural pathways created by this behavior can be remarkably persistent, but they're not permanent. I'm going to share effective strategies that address not just the behavior itself, but the underlying needs and triggers that perpetuate the cycle. The journey we're exploring today isn't about shame or judgment. It's about reclaiming control and creating a life that feels genuinely fulfilling. Let's dive into approaches that have helped countless people break free from this modern struggle. First, let's talk about understanding the addiction cycle. Most people trying to overcome porn addiction make the mistake of focusing exclusively on willpower. They try to white-knuckle their way through urges, only to find themselves right back where they started. This is because porn addiction, like other behavioral addictions, operates on a predictable cycle: trigger, craving, ritual, use, and shame. The key to breaking free isn't just resisting urges, it's interrupting this cycle at multiple points. Triggers can be emotional states like boredom, stress, or loneliness, or situational factors like being alone with your device late at night. A comprehensive recovery approach starts with mapping these triggers. Take a notebook and document the circumstances surrounding your urges for at least 2 weeks. What time of day was it? What were you feeling? Were you tired, hungry, or stressed? This self-awareness becomes your roadmap for creating effective intervention strategies. What makes digital content particularly addictive is how it hijacks your brain's reward system. Each tiny view novel content, your brain releases dopamine, creating a powerful reinforcement loop. But here's what's fascinating. Research shows that the brain remains plastic throughout life, meaning these neural pathways can be weakened and new, healthier ones can be formed. The brain literally rebuilds itself when given the chance. This leads to our second key approach: creating a dopamine reset. Many recovery programs focus exclusively on abstinence, but this misses a crucial element. Your brain has become accustomed to artificially high levels of stimulation. A comprehensive detox involves temporarily reducing other sources of easy dopamine as well: excessive social media, binge-watching shows, video games, and even sugar. This isn't about depriving yourself permanently, but giving your brain's reward system a chance to recalibrate and become sensitive to natural pleasures again. Most people find that a 30-day period of significantly reduced digital stimulation creates noticeable changes in focus, mood, and the intensity of cravings. During this time, it's essential to introduce activities that generate healthy dopamine. Exercise, particularly strength training and cardio, has been shown to be remarkably effective. Time in nature, learning new skills, and meaningful social connection all help rebuild healthier reward pathways. Hey, before we continue with the third critical approach, I want to take a moment to ask, if you're finding value in this discussion, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. We tackle important topics like this regularly, providing evidence-based information without the judgment or oversimplified solutions you might find elsewhere. Your subscription helps this information reach others who might be struggling silently. Now, let's get back to our discussion. The third approach addresses something most recovery programs overlook: the deeper needs porn use is fulfilling. For many, porn isn't just about sexual gratification. It's about stress relief, emotional escape, or coping with difficult feelings like loneliness or inadequacy. Successful recovery means finding healthier ways to meet these legitimate needs. This requires honest self-reflection. What are you truly seeking when you turn to porn? Is it comfort after a stressful day? Connection when feeling isolated? Validation or a sense of control? Once identified, you can develop alternative strategies. If stress relief is your primary driver, implementing a daily meditation practice or regular exercise might be crucial. If it's about emotional escape, learning healthier emotional regulation techniques becomes essential. The reality is that porn addiction often develops as a coping mechanism. Recovery isn't just about stopping a behavior, it's about building a life where that coping mechanism becomes unnecessary. This brings us to our fourth key approach: create a meaningful connection. Research consistently shows that addiction thrives in isolation but struggles to survive in connection. Many people find that their porn use increases during periods of social disconnection. There's a powerful neurochemical reason for this. Human connection releases oxytocin, which not only feels good but actually reduces cravings and helps regulate dopamine. Practical application of this insight means deliberately cultivating relationships where you feel safe and seen. This might involve joining support groups specifically for porn addiction recovery, where you can be honest without fear of judgment. It could mean strengthening existing friendships by creating regular, screen-free time together. For some, it means addressing relationship issues that may be contributing to isolation or emotional disconnection. The most effective recovery programs incorporate accountability partners, trusted individuals with whom you check in regularly. The simple act of knowing someone will ask about your progress creates a powerful incentive for change. Apps and services that provide accountability software can be helpful tools, especially in early recovery when urges are strongest. Our fifth approach focuses on managing the inevitable relapses that occur during recovery. The traditional all-or-nothing mentality actually makes sustainable change more difficult. When viewing recovery as a process rather than a perfect streak, you're less likely to fall into shame spirals that trigger more problematic behavior. Instead of seeing slips as failures, successful recovery programs frame them as data points and learning opportunities. If you experience a relapse, take time to analyze what preceded it. Were you physically depleted? Emotionally triggered? Did you put yourself in a high-risk situation? Each relapse contains valuable information about vulnerabilities that need addressing. This approach shifts the focus from perfect abstinence to progress. Rather than asking, "Did I look at porn today?" the better question becomes, "Is my relationship with porn improving over time?" This settled but crucial reframing prevents the devastating shame cycle that keeps many stuck. In practical terms, this means tracking your progress in terms of frequency and duration rather than simply counting days clean. If you were previously viewing porn daily and now go several days between episodes, that's significant progress worth acknowledging. If episodes are becoming shorter or less intense, that's valuable data showing your brain is changing. What ties all these approaches together is perhaps the most overlooked aspect of recovery: self-compassion. The research is clear. Shun doesn't motivate lasting change, it actually increases the likelihood of relapse. Learning to speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend struggling with the same issue isn't just nice, it's neurologically necessary for recovery. Each time you respond to setbacks with harsh self-judgment, you're actually strengthening the neural pathways that lead back to the addiction. Cultivating self-compassion literally changes your brain in ways that support recovery. This might mean practicing formal self-compassion meditations or simply pausing during moments of struggle to ask, "What would I say to a friend in this situation?" The journey to freedom from porn addiction isn't linear, and it's rarely accomplished through willpower alone. It requires addressing the behavior from multiple angles, understanding your personal triggers, resetting your brain's reward system, meeting deeper needs in healthier ways, building meaningful connection, approaching relapses as learning opportunities, and practicing self-compassion throughout the process. Recovery isn't just about what you're giving up, it's about what you're gaining: mental clarity, emotional resilience, healthier relationships, and the profound satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with your values. If you found this discussion helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your engagement helps others find this information who might be struggling silently with similar challenges. I'd also love to hear your thoughts or questions in the comments below. What approaches have helped you or someone you know overcome addictive patterns? Check the description for resources mentioned in this video and ways to support the channel. Remember, the path to change begins with understanding, not judgment. Until next time, Take care of yourself. You're worth the effort this journey requires.